Hi children, we continue with our chapter 18, pollution of air and water. In the previous class, we discussed the major causes of air pollution. The main causes of air pollution that we discussed are carbon monoxide, smoke, sulfur dioxide, chlorofluorocarbons and suspended particulate matter or SPM. Now we move on to the next and the most important, most serious air pollutant, that is carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide. As you know, carbon dioxide is one of the components of air. It is present in air in less than 1% by volume. But too much of excess of carbon dioxide, nowadays lot of carbon dioxide is being accumulated into the atmospheric air due to human activities. And carbon monoxide, as you know, is used up by plants during photosynthesis. But nowadays plants are deforestation. Plants are cut down, trees are cut down. So there is no enough plants to absorb carbon dioxide from the atmospheric air. On the other side, a lot of carbon dioxide comes to the atmospheric air from human activities like from automobile exhaust, from industries, etc. So carbon dioxide is one of the components of air. But nowadays it is present in excess quantities in the air. Then it acts as a pollutant. If the amount is in excess, carbon dioxide acts as a pollutant. Human activities leads to large amount of accumulation of a large amount of carbon dioxide in the atmospheric air. It can lead to increased amount of carbon dioxide in the atmospheric air leads to greenhouse effect. Increased quantities of carbon, increased amount of carbon dioxide in the atmospheric air leads to greenhouse effect. Let's see what is greenhouse effect. As you know, the sun's rays warm the surface of the earth. The sun's rays warm the surface of the earth. A part of the radiation that falls on the earth is absorbed by it and a part is reflected back into the space. So, sun's rays warm the surface of the earth. A part of the radiation that falls on the surface of the earth is absorbed by it and a part is reflected back into the space. But a part of this reflected radiation is again absorbed by the atmosphere. Atmosphere again absorbs a part of this reflected radiation. This further warms the earth. Trapping of these radiations by the earth, trapping of sun's radiations by the atmosphere of the earth is known as greenhouse effect. So, greenhouse effect leading to warming the surface of the earth. So, what is greenhouse effect? Sun's rays warm the surface. You have to explain what is greenhouse effect. The sun's rays warm the surface of the earth. A part of the radiation that falls on the surface of the earth is absorbed by it and a part is reflected back to space. A part of the reflected radiation is again absorbed by the earth's atmosphere. This further warms the earth. The trapping of radiations by the atmosphere of earth is known as greenhouse effect. The gas which is mainly responsible for greenhouse effect is carbon dioxide. The excess amount of carbon dioxide in the atmospheric air is responsible for this trapping of radiations, greenhouse effect. Carbon dioxide is a greenhouse gas. So, carbon dioxide, one of the greenhouse gases is carbon dioxide. Other greenhouse gases are methane, nitrous oxide and water vapor. So, 4 greenhouse gases. What is greenhouse effect? Name 4 greenhouse gases. Mainly it is carbon dioxide, then methane, nitrous oxide and water vapor. So, human activities lead to increased amount of carbon dioxide gas in the atmospheric air. Carbon dioxide is a greenhouse gas, so it traps the heat radiation, trap the heat rays and doesn't allow it to escape back into the space. As a result, what happens? This results in an increase in the average temperature of the earth. What do you call this phenomenon? Increase in the average temperature of the earth that result in global warming. So, increased concentration of carbon dioxide in the earth's atmosphere causes greenhouse effect, which leads to an increase in the average temperature of the earth, which we call as global warming. The negative impacts of global warming we have seen in the previous chapter. It can result in melting of ice in the polar glaciers, thereby causing increased water levels in the sea, causing flood in the coastal areas, and it is believed that low-lying coastal areas may be completely submerged in water in the near future. So, global warming is a serious concern for governments worldwide. So, we have to take measures to reduce the emission of greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide into the atmospheric air. So, I hope it is clear to you. Greenhouse effect is mainly because of increased amount of carbon dioxide gas. Carbon dioxide gas is taken up by plants during photosynthesis, but nowadays we don't have enough carbon dioxide to absorb, enough plants to absorb this carbon dioxide. One side amount of carbon dioxide is increasing, other side it is deforestation, cutting down of trees. So, as a result, amount of carbon dioxide goes on increasing, which results in greenhouse effect, which can result in the increase in the average temperature of the earth, that is global warming. So, this is important, how carbon dioxide causes greenhouse effect, which can lead to global warming. So, carbon dioxide is one of the most important and serious air pollutant, carbon dioxide. So, now we have discussed about all the 6 air pollutants, carbon dioxide, smoke, sulfur dioxide, chlorofluorocarbons, suspended particulate matter and carbon dioxide. Okay. Now we have to see about a case study is given in your textbook. A case study is given, Taj Mahal, the threat to the beauty of Taj Mahal, to the beauty of Taj Mahal. So, where is Taj Mahal located? In the banks of the river Yamuna in Agra. Taj Mahal is located in Agra. Agra, as you know, is an industrial area. There are a lot of industries like rubber processing industries, chemical industries, then automobile industries, and especially the Madura oil refinery. So, Taj Mahal is located in an industrial area. So, from these industries, gases like sulfur dioxide, nitrogen dioxide, etc. are released into the air. Sulfur dioxide and nitrogen dioxide, as you know, are responsible for acid rain. Sulfur dioxide and nitrogen dioxide gases mix up with water vapor present in the air and form sulfuric acid and nitric acid. So, sulfur dioxide and nitrogen dioxide gases are released into the atmospheric air from these industries, not nitrogen dioxide. These are released into the atmosphere. They react with water vapor present in the air to form sulfuric acid and nitric acid. Sulfuric acid and nitric acid. These acids drop down along with rainwater, making it acidic. We call it as acid rain. It affects the marble of this famous monument, Taj Mahal, and we call it as, Taj Mahal is made in white marble. It affects the marble structure. We call it as marble cancer. This is known as marble cancer. Marble cancer. And also, the soot particles, suspended particulate matter and the soot particles emitted from the Madura oil refinery results in yellowing of the marble. So, this is the threat to the beauty of Taj Mahal. Taj Mahal is located in an industrial area, Agra. This is an important question. So, Taj Mahal is located in an industrial area, Agra. There are lots of industries like chemical, rubber processing industries, chemical industries, automobile industries, and especially the Madura oil refinery. So, from these industries, gases like sulfur dioxide and nitrogen dioxide are released into the atmospheric air. These gases mixes with water vapor present in the air and form sulfuric acid and nitric acid. They drop down along with rainwater, making it acidic. We call it as acid rain. Acid rain affects the white marble of Taj Mahal. It is known as marble cancer. The soot particles emitted from Madura oil refinery results in yellowing of the marble, yellowing of this marble. Now, Supreme Court has taken several steps to reduce this several steps to save the Taj. They save Taj Mahal. It has ordered the industries to switch to less polluting fuels like CNG and unleaded petrol, CNG and LPG, and also the vehicles to switch to unleaded petrol. So, everywhere people are working for it, but let us see how much it succeeds. Okay, so important question: explain marble cancer or describe the threat to the beauty of Taj Mahal. Now, air pollution. How can we reduce air pollution? Now, so far we have been discussing about the major causes of air pollution. How can we reduce air pollution? What can we do to reduce air pollution? Now, we can say, you know the major causes of air pollution. So, what can we do to reduce air pollution? First one, we have to switch to less polluting fuels. Less polluting fuels like CNG and unleaded petrol. Unleaded petrol. Instead of polluting fuels, we have to switch to less polluting fuels like CNG and unleaded petrol. Then we have to switch to alternative sources of energy. Of energy instead of burning fossil fuels. Instead of burning fossil fuels, we have to switch to alternative sources of energy. Fossil fuels are fuels obtained from coal and petroleum. So, instead of that, we have to switch to alternative sources of energy like solar energy, then wind energy, hydropower, etc. Next one, we have to plant more trees. Plants make the air fresh. We have learned in smaller classes, plants absorb carbon dioxide gas from the atmosphere during photosynthesis. So, we have to plant more trees so that the excess carbon dioxide in the atmospheric air is absorbed by them. So, plants also grow well and our air is made fresh. Plants make the air fresh. So, planting of trees should be encouraged. And also in certain parts of India, there are certain campaigns made by children, say no to crackers. During Diwali, especially in northern part of India, a lot of pollution is caused. So, if we say no to crackers during Diwali, it can bring about a lot of changes. So, such initiatives even children can take. So, these are the three ways in which pollution, air pollution can be reduced. Switch to less polluting fuels like CNG and unleaded petrol. Then instead of burning fossil fuels, we can make use of alternative sources of energy like wind energy, solar energy and hydropower. Then planting of more trees should be encouraged so that the air is made fresh by absorbing excess carbon dioxide. That's all. Thank you, children.